Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my live. And if you're watching this on a replay, just be aware that it is part of a live presentation. So if I do say hello to different people as we go along, that's all part of the live. So if you've never ever subscribed before to my YouTube channel, make sure that you do that right down below here. And if you are joining me through Facebook, make sure you give StreamYard permission. That way I know who I'm talking to. And it looks like we have Melissa here. She popped on here really early, so hopefully she's still with us. In any event, this is Card Sketch Day. This is where I make up a card sketch. And we happen to be on 178. Oh my goodness, isn't that I'm always amazed at how big of numbers that I'm getting up to with the card sketches. But basically, I didn't do it every week since the outbreak of COVID, but I definitely have for the last year. I've been going on almost every single week. In any event, today is card sketch number 178, and it has a few more layers. So I'm hoping that you'll join in on the things. Remember, and this is a disclosure, is when I give anything away on through Facebook or through my YouTube, there's no affiliation to Facebook at all. In any event, let's get going. Let me go on down to my desktop and we can take a look at the card sketch. Hello, Colleen, and hello, Pam. Good, Anne Marie. Okay, so yeah, by hitting the bell right down below here, if you're watching through YouTube, you will get notifications. And if you're watching through Facebook, if you set the notifications up, you'll get notifications as well. And I do appreciate you being there. Awesome. So like I say, card sketch number 178 has a few layers. I'm thinking next week, because I have to pre-record it, it probably is going to have a few less layers. And that's only because of, I'm going to pre-record it because I have a cataract surgery next week. And hopefully I can go. I would rather do it live than do it pre-recorded, but we just never know. And hello, and I'm not sure who you are on Facebook yet. Okay, now if you do join Facebook through my Facebook page, I can see who you are. If you go through my group, I can't see who you are unless you've given permission. Okay, so this one, like I say, has a few layers on it. When I always say here, this is a regular card base, this is the finished card base is what I mean by that. So let's go, and I am going to use this Cheers to the Season. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is a distinctive stamp. This is at 95%, and honestly, it's a beautiful stamp set. I should show you a card that we did at our retreat. I'll show you that at the end. Very, very simple card. It just shows you can do quick duplication of it. But this one also, with all the different layers, you'll be able to. So I went in and, oh my goodness, I'm seeing to myself that I didn't get an inside layer cut. So let me just grab an inside layer. I've got a bunch of them cut. So there we go. We've got, like I say, I have a bunch of these layers already cut and everything else. So I absolutely love this when it in the misty moonlight. These I'm going to use 'Tis the Season, and honestly, it looks really good in a lot of different colors. I can see this also if this is done in embossing, but guess what? I'm not doing any embossing. Can you believe it? Hello, Andrea, and hello, Bobby. Awesome. Okay, so regular card base, like I say, when I give the card base on my sketches, they are I just give the finished one. So I do have a piece of Misty Moonlight. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4.25. And I'm just going to go in and just get a really good fold on there with my bone folder. And like I say, I'll show you the different pieces that I've got here as we go along. Now, I have to tell you, these are my own original card sketches. A lot of people say, oh, you must go on the internet to get those card sketches. No, I will tell you how I develop these card sketches. I come down usually every Saturday morning because I like doing things at the last minute. And I start playing around. I pick out a stamp set. And then I start playing and I start cutting, and then I go and I develop my card sketch. I know that seems a little bit backward, but that's how I do it for you guys. Now, if I was to do a card sketch, I would take this and then turn it into whatever. So this is, anyways, that's the way I do it. So your first layer is 4 by 5 1/4. And honestly, I always leave that off as I'm developing or doing this card sketch because I might want to wrap ribbon around it or anything else. So let's just do that. This piece here happens to be 3 by 4 inches. Now, I've run this through the Snowflake Sky embossing folder, and it's in the Misty Moonlight, and I'll just put that on there like this. Now, I also played around a bit with the Winter Meadow, some of the Designer Series paper. That's what I like about Stampin' Up! Is that you can mix a bunch of different things all together, because this Snowflake Sky, I think, is with the Berry Christmas, right? So you can mix and match everything, and that's always a good way of doing that. Okay, then I have this piece here, and this one happens to be layer number 3, and this is 1.5 by 4.5, and I'm just going to put that down there. Now this is the back of the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. I wanted to have this in a Misty Moonlight look to it, so I just thought I'd just go ahead and do it this way using the back side of this paper. And then I added this layer here, which is 2.5 by 3.5, and it happens to be a piece of vellum. I just thought, oh, let's just add a bit more texture to the card. And then there's a circle. Now this says 2 5/8. I think this is a 1/6 from the bottom size of the deckled circles, and that's just going to go on there like that. Pretty simple, but lots of layers. But then this is where I am actually going to attach this piece. Oh, and it looks like I got a bit of glue on there. I'll just come in with my glue eraser. I did this with the deckled circles, and I'm going to attach it here, and then I can attach the vellum, and you won't see where I've attached it. So this is, like I say, the stamp set that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use it in Misty Moonlight. And I did this, like I say, a very simple card for my retreat, and I'll show you that shortly. All right, so I have this here, and because it's a circle, I don't have to worry about it being the right way up because I'll just turn it right. But this should fit on here. But I'll just come down here, and you know what? I got to take it off to the side here so that I can see where I'm stamping it. There, I believe. We're kind of taking it whatever way. Hello, Florence. Happy Saturday to you as well. And Margaret, good morning from Sydney, Australia. Must be early there. Early tomorrow morning. You're always in our future, right? All right. So look at that. Is that not just gorgeous, the way that it stamps? Oh, I just love it. Okay. Then, like I say, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on here, but I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. So come in here and let's put some dimensionals on here. And this I want popped off the other piece of paper. And I'll just come in with my take your pick tool and take that off. Whoops. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the right side. So I'm going to leave this piece for the time being because I don't want it to stick to my paper. And let's go and figure out where this is going to go. It's just going to go like so. So I can take that one off. I have to go about there. Just like that. And then now that I've got this on there, I can turn around and just glue my vellum, and you're not going to see any of that onto my cardstock here. So just like this. Now, I don't think it needs any ribbon around it. So it's just going to go onto this piece right here like this. But this ribbon, and this is the ribbon that does go with this Winter Meadow Sweet. I'm just actually going to, no, I'm just going to leave it the natural color, and I'm just going to tie a bow. And I can see that I've colored this, so I'm going to just trim that off. This ribbon color is so nice, so. And you want it tight. The whole key to bows on a card is tight. So just pull that down and get that tighter. And then I want to cut that piece off because that has, not sure what color I had in there. Okay. And then this will just go up here. Now, I'll put that on with a glue dot. Now, I don't know if you saw that tip with the glue dots. Mine is at the tail end of the roll, so I don't have it. But that's where you wrap a tiny bit of ribbon around here, and then you just put it on there like that, and then you can roll your ribbon back on there. Check in this with the Stampers group or the page, and you will see that tip in there. Okay, so this is just going to go on here. And to me, it kind of goes where that bow is there. And let's put this onto the front. Whoops. And see, you can see it needs a bit of trimming on there. So let's go ahead and trim that. Hi, Lila. It really is a simple card. The stamp just... I mean, just for this stamp alone, it's so pretty. I did a card also with this one here, and I did it in black and silver. And that I actually was going to post this last week and changed it up. I can use it for a New Year's card, right? All right, so let's go. This can just go onto the front, just like that. Now think of this in different colors. It would be really good. Remember to do a card sketch, but don't use this. Use something else that you have. I always say, if you're going to use a card sketch and you use my card sketches, always, my whole purpose of doing these lives is so that you can create a card on your own. And by not exactly casing it, but using different images, then you make it your own, right? Okay, so on the inside of the card, this one has these little blotches on there. So I'm actually going to come in with my Misty Moonlight, and I'm just going to put those down there. And that's as simple as it's going to get. Now, if I wanted to, I could have also turned around and put some of that Designer Series paper in there. But sometimes I like to just have it as plain, get as much writing on there as you can for the inside. But talk about simple card. And we'll just put that down there like that. There. And then what I want to do is the embellishments that I'm going to do. Now, these are the Tinsel Gem ones, and these are the 3-pack, and they have the Misty Moonlight in there. But you also have the ones with the blueberry bushel, which you could get away with using the blueberry bushel. But let's go ahead and use what was intended, like Misty Moonlight. Lost Lagoon and Fresh Freesia are the colors that are in here. And I'll just see. Here, let's put a smaller one here. We can put a bigger one, and we'll just put the bigger one just down here. So there's our card. Now let me show you the card that I had done. Now don't forget to enter in for the draw. I will now start, because I've done the proper disclosure all the way along. I will now post those pictures again, or post the winners. I reached out to the winners, the past winners. So if you got a personal message from me, or if I have your address, they will already be in the mail for you. So there's that. Now I want to show you the simple card that we did. You just ordered the embossing folder. It's so elegant, isn't it, with this stamp set? It really, really is. Okay, so this, take a look. How simple is this? And this was the make and take, one of the make and takes at my stamp camp, and it just shows you how simple that is. Or you can dress it up, right? So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're going to play along. Remember, if you like this, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate that. Don't forget about the great starter kit promotion that's going on right now. Basically, get 35% off your starter kit, or 35% more. I don't think you're ever going to get that. Plus, it is free shipping. So if you missed out on that free shipping, this is the time to also get free shipping and then continue to get a discount afterwards. Awesome, you guys. Yeah, if you live in Canada, I would love to be your demonstrator. So if there's that with you're interested in that, just reach out to me. Personal message me. It's actually better anyways if you do personal message me. All right, you guys, have a great Saturday. Don't forget about Sip and Stamp. I'll see you on Monday at 11 o'clock Pacific time, where I'll either be doing a fancy fold or a 3D project. It might even be part of my 12 weeks of Christmas. I think you remember last week, and I forgot to tell you it was a 12 weeks of Christmas, but last week I did the box and a card. I'll be doing something else that's directed towards the Christmas, and then those will be included in a PDF as we go along. Awesome, you guys. Have a great day. Remember to create, because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.